Hey, this is the end of week 13, Saturday, and hold on, let me turn this down. I'm just gonna be doing the week 13 journal, so I'm a little tired right now. Alright, first day on week 13, went to Universal Studios with my host mom and my host sister, just the three of us. And it wasn't really different than any other Universal Studios, because for one, Universal Studios is American, so it's not like there's a ton of Japanese stuff there that would make it totally offset from an American Universal Studios. I mean, they had the Spider-Man ride, they didn't have the Hulk, which I was upset about because that was my favorite one in America. But they did have one thing that I don't remember being in the American ride, in the American theme parks, at least not where I lived. It was called Hollywood Star or something. I can't really remember. And it was kind of neat because every single seat had its own Every seat had its own headset or sound set built into the headpiece. And what you could do was when the armrest that came down to rest on your lap so you wouldn't fall out, there was 7 buttons. Because there were 6 numbers and then an enter button, and each different number played a song. So each person could pick their own song that they wanted to listen to for the ride. And since the ride lasts briefly, a minute, 50 seconds, that's, how long the song would go while you were riding. And it was kind of funny because they had R&B and stuff in the list, and they also had rock, classical rock. I chose Bon Jovi to listen to, and it was a pretty good, It was actually amazing how much the music increased my fun. I was like, woo! Having twice as much fun, singing along with Bon Jovi and screaming my head off on the roller coaster. But I took pictures, yes, but I don't feel like posting them up, mainly for the fact that it looks like any other Universal Studios. It looked exactly like I was in America. The only difference was the signs were in Japanese. Even at that, a lot of them were in English, because English names, English park, And what else happened week 13? On Tuesday, I got really, really angry for the reason that it's just one of those days where kind of everything, if it could have gone wrong, it did go wrong. And that's so long. It's not like I had, it's not like a dog bit my ankle and a bird crapped on me. It wasn't that bad, but I didn't get much sleep the night before, and so every tiny little thing kept digging and digging into my side. And of course, at the end of the day, when I was finally ready to go home, from school, something made me constantly have to go back up and down the mountain that my school was perched on. I won't say what it was because it's not important. The only thing that's important is I had to go down from the mountain, wait, have to go back up, no wait, have to go back down, no wait, go back up, and then go down. So by the time I came down for the last time, I was already pretty pissed off, because I'm from Florida in America. We're flat, like paper. We don't do the vertical thing. So I was pretty damn annoyed, constantly having to go up a mountain, which for one, I'm not used to, and 2, it was hot out, and 3, I was tired, and I was ready to go home. So when I finally did get to the train station to go home, there was me and about 50 other people just waiting to get on the train, because everyone has got to go home. So what happened was, here's me, and there's, of course, everyone else. They're waiting to get on the train. It pulls up. Here's the door, you can see in the windows. Oh, wow, there's a lot of people in there. But they were all conglomerated right here. They were packed in like fishes. They were just so packed in. Now, you see these 2 pockets right here? Right here? There was no one there. There were people all in these bench seats. Right here, yes, these are crudely drawn benches. And these are the railroad tracks, by the way. And there was just no one standing here. And I was trying to wedge myself in, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And then I saw, whoop, pocket right there. And I was like, okay, fuck this. I literally crawled pretty much over the laps of these people and got here. And at that point, I pretty much had an all-American freak out, which I shouldn't have, it's just a but it's just a train. But for one, there's no trains in Florida that I know of. I've never seen a damn train track in Florida. So and if there is a train track, it's not one that people can ride. It's for transporting shit. So I was really frustrated at everything right now. I mean, I could have seen a kitten and I would have been pissed off at it. So at that point, I was just like ranting to myself in English. I was, gesturing to myself like, look, there's space here. You can stand here. Why are you so close to the door? And I'm pretty sure all they understood were the curse words that I was saying. A few D words slipped out, maybe one F word. And it's funny because that's like, Japanese people can't really, like, most of them can't speak English, yet they all understand curse words. I don't know. So, yeah. I mean, some were either, these are the reactions that I got. Either they were amused and laughing, or they were, like, confused, like, what the fuck, what's she pissed off about? So, either way, they just kind of left me alone after that. Because I calmed down, like, once I, kind of got it out of my system, I felt like 10 million times better, and I was just like, whew. Sorry if I'm talking too fast. Whenever I get excited, I talk fast. Let's see, that was Tuesday. Yep, that was Tuesday. And I felt kind of bad because someone was driving by on a moped once I got off the train. And I don't know what it is about the people in their mopeds in Japan, but some of them modify them so they make this really high-pitched sound going down the road. And one little tidbit of anger was left, and I totally, like, just screamed, "Fix your damn engine!" And that's when, like, everyone in the train station just looked at me, and I was just like, and I left. It was a really bad way to, like, represent America, but I don't think anyone really took offense. I think everyone, you can always tell when someone's having just a bad day, so. And what else? Friday, I have cooking class, and this Friday I was really excited because we were going to make tempura, and that's one of my favorite, new meals is tempura, that and Korean barbecue. And I can totally understand why America does not have tempura, because it's a vat of bubbling oil in front of you at your table. I can't think of 10 American teenagers that wouldn't goof off in that scenario. I could see, I don't know, maybe it's just where I live in Florida, but I could totally see people, like, taking their tempura out and flinging the still hot oil off their tempura at their freaking buddies. Or throwing the breadcrumbs at each other, or flicking the, mixture at the flour mixture at each other. It's like, this is why we don't have cool stuff in America, because we're not mature enough to handle it. So we were making tempura in class, and I was the one, making the tempura part. And in cooking class, they do everything from the start. They were making the noodles by hand. So they were cutting them, like, with a knife. They had rolled the dough, and then they folded it over, and they were just one by one getting the noodles cut. And I was, cooking the tempura with one of my other classmates. We had potato, shrimp, and okra, which was really good because I love okra. That's why I chose the vegetable, because the week before we all chose what we would bring. So I chose the okra, someone chose the shrimp, and someone chose the potato. So yeah, I was, just putting the shrimp and such and everything and all the potatoes into the vat. Now, there was about 3, like, saucers of hot-ass oil bubbling around me, because 2 of them belonged to the other groups that were cooking in the class. And so it only took one slip up. My right arm had rested, like, so close to one of the edges, and just hot-ass oil whoosh, right up my arm. I screamed out the F word so loud. It wasn't from so much pain as it was shock, because it's not every day you have a long sling of oil go up your bare belly of your arm. So, like, everyone, I don't know what it is, but everyone laughs when I curse. So, yeah, cooking class, super fun, super dangerous. Not super dangerous, but, I don't know. It was an experience that I'm probably not going to forget. So, that's pretty much all that happened this week. Questions, comments, go ahead.